Today we're talking about unconditional love. Yesterday was unselfish love. Today, unconditional love. And we can't think about unconditional love without thinking about God. He's the only one who has that completely perfected unconditional love. What is that? It's the 24/7 love. Good, bad, ugly, you still love. Not just, based on conditions, but all the time. In 1 John 4, 9 and 10, when we looked at this before, when it talks about how God loved us so much that he sent his son, that word for how God loved us, in Hebrew, it's ahava. In Greek, it's the word that we all know as agape. And that just means the unconditional, sacrificial love that God has. And you know what? That love has nothing to do with the person receiving. It has everything to do with the giver. So if you say, I don't have unconditional love, well, it's only about you deciding to give it. It's not about if the other person deserves it or earned it or you should give it. It's a fact that you choose to give. So in Romans 12:10, it says, be kindly affectionate to one another with brotherly love and honor and prefer one another. Okay, so it's talking about our brother, sister, friend relationships, and that we need to be kind, that we need to love them. The same word that the Apostle John used when he said, God is love. It's that same unconditional love, that same love that he says, have to your brothers, have to your friends. 1 John 4:19, it says, we love each other because he first loved us. We didn't get that idea by ourselves, okay? Some of you are thinking about Valentine's this week. You're thinking about, is somebody special going to give me a card or flower or chocolates? But you know what? What you need to realize is God gave his son. He didn't just give a temporary gift. He gave something that would last forever. That would be your ticket to knowing him, to receiving his love, to heaven, to eternal life. So how do we love each other? We only can love each other because he first loved us. And it goes on to say, how did he love us? Well, John 15:9 says in the New King James, as the Father loved me, Jesus talking, he says, as the Father loved me, the same way I've also loved you. Abide in my love. What does that mean? Live in my love. Dwell in my love. Build a house and camp out in my love. Jesus is saying that. He's saying that because he knows his love is the only unconditional love. Perfect love. Unconditional love gives without expecting anything back. How do I know that? Sister, how can you say that unconditional love gives without expecting anything back? John 3:16, for God so loved the world that he gave his only begotten son, that whosoever would believe in him, Jesus, shall be saved, shall have eternal life. He didn't say, I'll give my son if you all promise you're going to receive him and treat him well and follow him. No, there were no conditions. Unconditionally, he gave. So going that second mile, I want us to think about that. Unconditional love gives without expecting anything back. Unconditional love is all about the giver. So today, you can choose to be a person who loves unconditionally. Have that same love that God had when he sent Jesus for you.